Imagine standing by a lake after a storm has passed, where the water is still muddy and unclear. This is how patience works in our lives. It's not about forcing change, but allowing things to settle naturally. In today's video, we'll explore the power of patience through a beautiful story from Buddha. Just like the lake clears up when left undisturbed, our minds and situations become clearer with time and patience. So hello and welcome to Way to Enlightenment, where we bring you inspiring stories that offer valuable life lessons and guide you on your journey to inner peace and wisdom. Join us as we dive into this inspiring tale and discover how patience can transform our lives. Once upon a time, Buddha and his disciples were traveling through different lands, exploring new places, and learning valuable lessons along the way. One day, as they walked under the hot sun, they saw a beautiful lake in the distance. The shimmering water looked like a precious gem nestled among the trees. The disciples were tired, their throats dry from the relentless heat. Buddha, sensing their weariness, decided that they should stop and rest by the lake. As they approached the lake, the disciples felt a sense of relief and joy. The cool shade of the trees and the promise of fresh water lifted their spirits. Buddha turned to his youngest disciple, who was known for his impatience and eagerness, and said, "I'm very thirsty. Could you please bring me some water from the lake?" The disciple, eager to serve his master, hurried towards the lake with a small clay pot in hand. He was filled with the anticipation of quenching Buddha's thirst and proving his worth. But when he reached the lake, he saw that a large wagon, pulled by oxen, was crossing through the water. But as he neared the water's edge, he was met with an unexpected sight. A large wagon, heavily laden with goods and pulled by a team of oxen, was trudging through the shallow waters of the lake. The wagon's wheels churned up the mud from the bottom, turning the crystal clear water into dirty and cloudy. The disciple was disappointed. He thought to himself, "I can't bring this muddy water to Buddha. He deserves clean water." So he walked back to Buddha and said, "The water in the lake is muddy. It's not good to drink." Buddha listened to the disciple's words with calmness. He didn't react, nor did he seem disappointed. Instead, he simply nodded and said nothing. The sun moved across the sky, and after some time, Buddha asked the disciples to try again and bring him some water from the lake. The disciple, though still worried about the muddy water, respected Buddha's request. He returned to the lake, hoping that the water had cleared up. But when he got there, the water was still dirty and unfit to drink. Frustrated and tired, the disciple returned and suggested, "The water hasn't cleared up yet. We should go to the town nearby to find something to drink." But Buddha remained silent. He didn't agree or disagree with the suggestion. He just stayed where he was, waiting patiently. As the day wore on, the disciple's frustration grew. He couldn't understand why Buddha didn't want to go to the town or look for water somewhere else. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity to the young disciple, Buddha asked him once more to go to the lake and bring some water. This time, the disciple was feeling a mix of confusion and frustration, but he still went back to the lake. His mind was filled with questions and doubts. "Why does Buddha keep asking me to fetch this muddy water?" he thought. "Why doesn't he understand that it's not drinkable?" But when he arrived at the lake this time, something miraculous had happened. The water, which had been so muddy before, was now clear and pristine. The mud had settled to the bottom, and the surface of the lake was as smooth as glass, reflecting the sky like a mirror. He carefully filled the clay pot with the clear water and brought it back to Buddha. When he handed the water to Buddha, he asked, "What did you do to make the water clear?" The disciple was puzzled and replied, "I didn't do anything. I just waited." Buddha smiled and said, "Yes, exactly. Just like the water, our minds and lives can become muddy and unclear when stirred by challenges, stress, and impatience. But if you wait, if you allow things to settle on their own, clarity will come naturally. You don't need to force the mud to settle. By being patient and trusting the process, you allow everything to find its balance and reveal its true nature." Buddha continued, "Patience is not just about waiting for something to happen. It's about maintaining a calm and steady mind, even when things are not going as we expect. Just as the mud settles in the lake without any effort, so too will the troubles in our minds and lives if we give them time. Everything has its own rhythm and timing. By being patient, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, and in doing so, you find peace and clarity. The young disciple understood the lesson. He realized that patience wasn't a weakness, but a strength. It allowed him to see beyond the immediate problems to the clarity that would eventually come. Thank you for taking the time to explore this powerful lesson on patience. If we notice carefully, patience can also be seen in nature. Take the example of a bamboo tree. For the first few years, it hardly grows at all. But with patience and care, it suddenly shoots up to great heights in just a few weeks. Or consider an elephant, which carries its baby for nearly 2 years before giving birth. This long wait results in the birth of a strong and mighty creature. Similarly, think of a powerful storm hitting a forest. The trees bend and shake in the wind, but the mountains stand strong, unmoved by the storm. This is what patience is like. A person with patience is like that mountain, steady and calm, no matter what challenges come their way. In this story, we can learn that, just like the lake becomes clear with time, our minds and lives can also become clear if we are patient. It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the best thing we can do is wait calmly and trust that things will work out. If you found this story inspiring and valuable, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more uplifting stories and insights that can help you on your journey to inner peace and happiness. Hit the bell icon so you're always updated with our latest content. Remember, just like the lake, our challenges and thoughts clear up with patience and time. So, be calm and stay patient on your journey to inner peace. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.